what got me in art school, other than my raw talent, my genius, my humility. Well, let me tell you how I got into SCAD and got really good scholarships. My high school stats weren't the greatest thing in the world. I had a 4.25 weighted GPA and a 3.96 unweighted, but that's just because I took honors classes and I kept A's. I took one AP, but that was this year, so it really isn't factored into my GPA just because, it's a year-long class and it doesn't really do anything as far as my school is aware. As far as like extracurricular goes, I didn't do any clubs, I didn't do any sports. I have had a job for the same 3 years in a row, so that shows like commitment or something. I took a bunch of art classes, going to art school, gotta take art classes. And I had an internship to paint a mural earlier in the year, so, gotta put myself to work. Now time for what we are all here for, my portfolio that I submitted to SCAD, the Savannah College of Art and Design. So the first one I submitted, it was I think 6x6 drawing, color pencil drawing of a strawberry finch that was just realistic and detailed, just to show that technicality. I think for this portfolio I focused on showcasing a wide variety of skills and techniques as opposed to including a bunch of painting. A majority of these are oil paintings just because that's what I know, but I chose to include a wide variety just to show the diversity in my techniques. I liked this one just because it won a mall show. Not a mall show. It won an award at an art show, and it was shown at a couple here locally. The next piece I included is an oil painting that I did. It's 18 by 24. It's of a, you can see it's like a coffee shop with blue herons in it. I did that last year in my junior year for an art class as a body of work project. I also included the second one, which I'll show you in a second. But this was the first oil painting that I did, and I thought it was really good. I liked the detail I included with the birds and how I set up the scene, because I didn't really use a whole lot of references for it also, and I came up with the idea all on my own. It's not just take a picture and recreate life, I guess. And then with that I did this next one. It's a play on New York City, so I included a busy street, a bunch of buildings, the Statue of Liberty, and there's just cars, birds and stuff. I just wanted to include that just because it was a part of that body of work, and I feel it is good for what I had at that time. I also completely forgot a key little important part, that you have to title each work when submitting your portfolio. I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. I just gave it a name and called it a day. So in this order, it was Strawberry Finch, Harry's Coffee, and New Stork City. So not that imaginative or groundbreaking. The next piece that I included in my portfolio, it was a painting of me and a mallard fighting over a piece of bread, which I'm sure you can see. It is also an oil painting. It is 12 by 24. This is the first painting that I did this year for my AP portfolio, and as I said, a majority of these pieces, or not really, I think about half of them are from my AP portfolio this year. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't do the math. But yeah, this is just me and a duck fighting over a piece of bread. I think I titled it One More Slice. Nothing insightful, nothing groundbreaking, just me and a piece of bread. After that, I included my second piece that I did for my AP portfolio, which you can see is me in a nest with like a stoic expression on my face as these two baby birds are screaming over me. This is, I want to say, 12 by 16. It is another oil painting, but I had a acrylic painting underpainting. I just said painting like 30 times, but I had the acrylic paint underpainting as like this reddish burnt sienna color. And I had that poke through with like the blue, and I really liked how that turned out. So I think, and that like became precedent for like the next paintings that I would do, as I would like start showing more of an underpainting, and I think that was good to include in my portfolio. As you can see in this next one, it is me and some ducks, and we're hunting for fish, not fish. We're hunting for fish. You can see that I included that pink underpainting to poke through. I really like that style that I decided to go with throughout the rest of my portfolio. I don't remember what I named this one. I think it was like survival of the fittest, or like out of breath or something. I don't remember. But that was, I think it's a 12-inch round canvas. So it's not like a big one, but it's not like small either. After that, I did my one and only pen drawing of my AP portfolio, which is, growing up, like a representation of growing up, I guess. And I think that's what I named it, like growing up. I said these weren't very creative names or imaginative names. I was just trying to submit this portfolio. And yeah, that was just a pen drawing. I think that is, I want to say 9 by 18. Yeah. After that, I included another painting from my junior year. It was this combination of a chicken and flower. It was like my take on the fashion industry or something, and like putting on a front or whatever. So, and that was an acrylic painting, something different. Again, finally straying away from oil paintings. I like this, the name of this one, the only one that I actually put thought into. This is peacocking, even though it's a chicken. I like that one. It is also, it's also 18 by 24. So, I feel like there's a lot of like decently sized paintings that I included this year in my portfolio, but what can you say? After that, I included a 24 by 36 inch painting, so like 2 feet by 3 feet. I like this one. I feel like it was the most unique out of my whole portfolio. I did a layer of modeling paste, and then I did black acrylic paint on top. This one I liked. It was really heavily inspired by this artist that I got into this year, Emily Miller Arts, and I was like, let me try that, and I really liked the style. So it's just like me. It's just me surrounded by a bunch of ducks. This one is titled Ugly Duckling, I'm pretty sure. How creative. We already knew this. Yeah. And then last but not least, I'm not going to show this one, but I had a graphite drawing of one of my friends that I included just to show my portraiture skills. That one was, I want to say, 8 by 12, 9 by 11, not sure. But I did that. I included that one just to broaden my horizons a little bit more. The other things that they want you to include in your application to SCAD is, so they want you to have your achievement portfolio or your achievement profile. You can include a letter of recommendation, your transcripts, and your portfolio. I think it's only like you only need your transcript to like apply to like just apply to the school. But I feel like to get the most out of it, you have to do that achievement profile. You have to include your portfolio and a letter of recommendation, because that's what really got me there. And visiting the school, like they did this thing where like if you visit the school, you get an extra $1,000 annually. So, showed up, got my $1,000. Just like really upsell yourself, like show your worth, and you'll get there. I made it to 27,000, which is really good for a freshman, just because I haven't like been able to I haven't done anything like their summer programs, which that'll probably like benefit you, but I haven't done anything like that. I just submitted my portfolio. I talked to my admissions counselor when I visited, and I was in good standing just to get those scholarships. But good luck applying in the 2027 school year, because I didn't think I was going to apply to SCAD. I didn't think I was even going to go, and now I'm committed there, and I'm going to graduate in 2030.